Scheduled meeting of the McMinnville City Board of Mayor and Aldermen. The first item on the agenda is roll call.
Sally Brock. Present. Deidre Dunlap.
Present.
Stacy Harvey.
Present.
Steve Harvey.
Here.
Rachel Kirby. Here. Harry Morton.
Here.
Mayor Chastain.
Present. The next item on the agenda is consideration of minutes. We have two sets, one from the May 14th regular session and one from the May 21st special session. We will consider them simultaneously. There are no requests for any additions, corrections, or deletions. I'll entertain a motion to dispense their reading and approve them as read.
So moved.
A motion by Ms. Deidre Dunlap, a second by Mr. Steve Harvey. All in favor? Aye. Motion passes. Item 3 is recognition of visitors. If anyone in the audience wishes to address the board, please step to the podium and state your name for the record. Hearing none, we'll move to item 4, recognition of employees. We have several department heads here this evening. If anyone wishes to offer recognition, come on up. Hearing none, we'll move on to item 5, communications. Item 5A is a request for assistance with the 17th annual McMinnville Breakfast Noon Rotary River Cleanup, which will be held on July 20th. This has been a joint effort for some years with Rotary, us doing garbage pickup and tire pickup at various points along the river. And any questions, discussion?
Yeah, we do the pick up trash and everything for that. Afterwards, so.
Nothing different this year?
No.
All right, I'll entertain a motion to approve Rotary's letter for assistance with river cleanup.
So moved.
Motion by Miss Sally Brock,
Second.
second by Miss Rachel Kirby. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Item 5B is a request from the Parks and Recreation Department to approve the July 4th festivities downtown. This was pretty self-explanatory, but I will entertain a motion to approve Parks and Rec's request. So motion by Mr. Stacy Harvey,
Second.
second by Miss Carrie Morton. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Next item is petitions. There are none. I guess that should be probably item 7 is unfinished business. Is there any unfinished business to come before the board this evening? Hearing none, we'll move on to item 8, new business. Any new business to come before the board this evening?
Mr. Mayor, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
It was said to me the other day that maybe the city might have some discretion in allocating TDB funds as long as they went for tourism development.
That's the only thing they can be used for is
Correct.
tourism.
So in that, to that end, wouldn't it be in keeping with tourism that if the TDB funded Main Street Live versus the city itself?
I mean, we could certainly ask. I mean, I don't see why not.
Rather than, and the reason that I say that, one, it to me, it makes sense. But two, when we look at page 1 here of our budget, it
Mhm.
says plainly that we're operating at a negative $2.458 million cash position. We're, because of the capital budgets. So while we have a net positive of $18,800 in the revenue, we still have to deal with that capital budget. And it would seem to me that if the TDB money can be used to promote tourism, and Main Street Live promotes tourism, as the testimony was here last week about how many visitors it brings to downtown, it would make sense to me that Main Street Live would be funded from the TDB instead of from the city itself. And I just wanted to bring that up to the board.
Are you talking about Main Street as an organization or just the?
Main Street Live,
the
as far as
concert
the
series.
concert series and all the things that they were speaking of last week, as far as with the signage and the walking tours and things of that nature, it would seem to me that that would be a applicable use of those funds rather than just coming out of our general budget.
Sure.
And I just wanted to get that out there for the board to consider if it was possible. It would seem that they dovetail nicely.
I mean, I don't see why not.
There's a TDB meeting at 2:00 on Thursday.
Mhm. Now, that's a special call
Oh, it's
meeting,
special call meeting.
so nothing can be discussed but
Okay.
what's on that agenda. The same as with ours. But I mean, they meet, I don't remember which Monday evening it is every month.
So we had the county, is my memory correct that the county, we now have some involvement with the county with this, right?
Mhm.
So I don't know what the procedure for this would be, but if the board would be agreeable to investigating that, I certainly would like to look at that as a mechanism of funding.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I know that there's a lot of sponsorship that goes into Main Street Live. Attorneys' offices, banks,
Well, right, but
Dr. Pepper.
I'm just specifically meaning the city's capital contribution to that. That's all I'm really focused on is the city's capital contribution. If we're supplementing tourism through our general budget.
Yeah.
And we have that pot of money that is meant to supplement tourism.
Yeah.
Then it would almost seem like, that maybe we're neglecting our duty a little bit because there is a pot of money set up specifically for that. But yet we're augmenting that.
Sure. No, totally understand. I mean, yeah, that's something that the Tourism Development Board and Main Street yes, could absolutely look into and just double check with the state that, I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't be applicable or allowed.
It would be
Yeah.
within the terms of
Yeah,
the
I
bylaws
would
of
think
the
so.
TDB, which is a subsidiary or affiliate of the city of.
Sure,
McMinnville.
yeah.
And it's funded by the city's dedication of its share of hospitality tax.
Yeah,
That's its primary funding
yeah,
stream. And it has received capital or I guess donations for nonprofits. In its founding and in its continued operation. On more than one occasion.
I don't see why not.
Well, I don't really know what the parliamentary move is from this point, but I would like the consideration of the board to try to take some action on that because we're just, I kind of almost feel, no offense to anybody with that program, it kind of feels double dipping.
Yeah,
We've got an assigned fund for that. We've got an assigned dollar amount that's collected, but then we're going, okay, here's some more money too. Maybe we can cut that back and put that to use somewhere else.
Are you saying to adjust the amount that we give Main Street by whatever they spend on Main Street Live? Is that what?
Well, maybe, but what I'm trying to say is that, what was it that we $35,000? That $35,000 that the city gives to Main Street Live from our budget should more aptly come from the TDV.
well, hold on. There's a difference in Main Street McMinnville and
I mean, Main Street Live, Main
Yeah.
Street Live, I apologize, I
Yeah.
misspoke. Main Street Live, that 35,000, whatever that
That
number.
goes to pay the administrator's salary.
Well, wouldn't she promote tourism and development of tourism?
I don't think that would work because that's two totally separate organizations.
Okay, well, I just wanted to bring that up because it seemed tourism related.
Yeah,
What portion of that money would, goes to that? Because,
Yeah.
and Mr. Graves said last couple of weeks ago that, there was a $19,000, basically after they meet their expenses, there's $19,000 left there. And with that $19,000, it wasn't enough for them to operate. So it seems
Yeah.
like there's some math that we can work into there.
yeah,
That a portion of that may be going to salary, but another portion of that's going to supplement tourism directly.
mhm.
And I'm just looking to try to save the city that particular amount of money, whatever that might be,
No, I
if it's
understand.
applicable.
Yeah. No, I don't see why we can't investigate that and have discussions with both parties about the future.
Thank you.
I'd be happy to work with Tim.
Yeah.
And bring something back to the next meeting, if that's what you all would like.
But does anybody have a problem with just looking
No, absolutely
at
not.
that? I mean, that's money paid by hotel motel tax basically anyway, right?
It
Mhm.
is.
And I mean, it just seems like we'd be doing our taxpayers a favor if we actually use that money to bring more hotel stayers in.
No, absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
Any other new business to come before the board? Hearing none, we'll move on to item 9, resolutions. Item 9A is resolution number 2024-17, a resolution to authorize the city of McMinnville to declare 3 trucks and 1 wash trailer surplus and sold, and to express the time when the resolution will become effective. This is not a first reading. This is the only reading. I'll entertain a motion to approve resolution 2024-17.
So moved.
A motion by Miss Sally Brock,
Second.
second by Miss Carrie Morton. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, we'll call for the vote.
Sally Brock.
Yes.
Deidre Dunlap.
Aye.
Stacy Harvey.
Aye.
Steve Harvey.
Yes.
Rachel Kirby.
Yes.
Carrie Morton.
Yes.
Mayor Chastain.
Aye, motion passes. Item 9B is resolution number 2024-18, a resolution of the city of McMinnville to enter into an agreement with the state of Tennessee's 457B deferred compensation plan in accordance with section 1 and/or K of the city of McMinnville's agreement, and to express the time when the resolution becomes effective. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Stacy Harvey,
Second.
second by Miss Deidre Dunlap. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, we'll call for the vote.
Sally Brock.
Yes.
Deidre Dunlap.
Aye.
Stacy Harvey.
Aye.
Steve Harvey.
Yes.
Rachel Kirby.
Yes.
Carrie Morton.
Yes.
Mayor Chastain.
Aye, motion passes. Item 10 is ordinances. Item 10A is ordinance number 2024-07, an ordinance of the city of McMinnville, Tennessee, adopting the annual budget and tax rate for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2024, and ending June 30, 2025. This is the second and final reading. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
A motion by Mr. Stacy Harvey, a second by Mr. Steve Harvey. The way this is written, this still reflects the original
The
the
original
the
amounts that we
first, the
allocated.
first reading. So do we not need to amend?
You did.
So that was done at last week's meeting?
This should be the new information.
Okay,
Got the new information.
okay.
Any unbalance in that ordinance? For the general fund.
It's 5,797,000.
318.
Yeah.
That is the amended.
Okay.
That includes the increased appropriations from last week.
Okay, to clear the record, this does reflect amendments made at last week's called session. This is the second and final reading. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Stacy Harvey,
Second.
second by Mr. Steve Harvey. Any questions or discussions on the revised budget? Hearing none, we'll call for the vote.
Sally Brock.
Yes.
Deidre Dunlap.
Aye.
Stacy Harvey.
Aye.
Steve Harvey.
Yes.
Rachel Kirby.
Yes.
Carrie Morton.
Yes.
Mayor Chastain.
Aye, motion passes. Item I'm sorry, there's
I think it's 11.
yeah. Item 11 is departmental reports. We have several department heads here this evening. If anyone wishes to address the board, come on up. Mr. Ming, do you have anything?
No, I don't.
Mr. Purtle? If there's nothing further to come before the board, we'll stand adjourned. Thank you so much.